What's up guys, it's Michael here. In this video, we're going to talk about why you should not attempt to buy a house if you are not financially prepared or ready for 2021, maybe even 2022 and 2023. So let's get into it. Before I get into it, please smash the like button and subscribe button down below, and also click the bell notification icon so YouTube will notify you when I upload a new video. So let's get into it. So first, you want to rewind back before all this started. A brief little history lesson. So based on news reports, and also basically what happens in every current event, about every decade or so, there's always a major event that happens. So you look at back at 2003 dot-com burst, then you look at the 2008 housing market where it crashed because houses were overvalued. And fast forward until today, around 2019 or ish, ending of there, the pandemic struck. So each time these things happen, everything, the economy goes plummeting down. And at the same time, a lot of people in this instance lost their jobs. Unfortunately, that's the case. It happens every decade or so. So average lifespan of a human in America, about 80 years. So every 10 years, you have a chance to experience these type of events. It's going to happen because that's life. And why you should not own one is because there's so many people, as you heard before, are bidding for houses. Meaning all the rich people are now coming out. The people who have money saved up, knew about these type of situations will eventually appear every around a decade or so, come in and swooping up the whole entire place. And like the theory of supply and demand, when the supply is low and the demand is high, then the housing market becomes a really hot place. Meaning if you are a homeowner right now and you own a home, especially in areas that are already in low supply already and high demand, it's even more, it's even bigger change. So if you own a home, it's gonna be valued way more than before. And thanks to shortages in like lumber, building materials, supplies, jobs, and workforce, now it's skyrocket your house even more. And where can you take advantage of this? Well, just a couple of ways you can do it. First, you gotta look at, you can sell your house if you have more than one home, if you can move in with like another person or family member, maybe relatives. And yeah, if you wanna take that, change, sell your house, sell for an extremely high price, move in with another family member, relative, maybe friends, and you're gonna be looking at around a few years. So it's all about patience and dedication when it comes down to making real estate financial decisions when it comes to basically major events like this. Because you move in there, you think about it, because the reason why it's so low is because the interest rates are now rock bottom, because the federal government want people to come in and start spending money again. And of course, all the rich people are now doing that. All the people who don't have money, well, they're stuck in whatever their situation they're stuck in. You can't make those type of choices. Even they do have decisions where they improve their own lives, it's up to them. So if you sell your own house, okay, whatever amount, because it's worth way more, then you have to take that risk and basically that patience to move in somewhere else. Because you will not be buying back in the market. If you sell your house right now, you will be bidding with a ton of people. Like so much people are looking for houses right now. You'll be fighting with them. And you getting a lock-in offer or deal within the next year is close to none. It's basically you're looking close to 0%. If you do get it, you are very lucky because there's a lot of people looking for it. And you'll look at the reason why houses are so expensive. So we're gonna break it down. First is building materials. Building materials such as lumber, steel, OSB, maybe even tile, supplies, in general, tools and supplies are going up. And the reason why is because there's no one working in the workforce. There's rules and regulations thanks to the pandemic. And the same time is, a lot of people don't want to work. I hate to break it, all those political governors and, spewing their narratives, trying to push it onto you. Look with your own eyes. If you go and buy food, talk with the business owner, ask them how they're doing. Hi, hello, and ask them how is their business doing. Then it'll give you a general idea in person without over the screen. And like people like me, go ask them in person and you get a general idea what's going on around your community, because your community differs from every other community around the United States and around the world too, because people have different situations. So you talk with them. In my case, they cannot find employees because employees want double the pay. And if you want double the pay and not enough people buying your food, then they ain't gonna work out. Simple as that, business 101. And if that's the case, then you have people don't want to work because they either have, for example, stimulus checks coming in, supporting them, government with their basically food stamps coming in and supporting the people. So they think, the disease is out, it's a pain in the butt to work, They think it's a pain in the butt to find a job or a pain in the butt to lock in a really hard deal. That's what it is. If you lock into a great deal, that's great. But houses relate back to housing. If you have no people working, materials go up, housing goes up. You have people buying out all the housing, especially in California. Look at California, for example. And all the other states are seeing increase in demand because big corporations are now given a chance to move out. Housing gets bought out, not enough being built, and zoning and regulations in some places are stricter than others. For example, California, housing will continue to go up. And you look at what are the reasons behind this. You look at mortgage rates. So basically, when you take a loan, you're gonna have a mortgage rate at whatever percentage is set. So now, since the government wants people to buy more and spend more, they drop the mortgage rates and loaning rates down. So if that's the case, people, like a lot of people who have money, see that as an opportunity to come in and swoop up a deal. They start buying out the place because they know they can financially support it. Or, it could be a case where there's a couple instances people overestimated themselves and could not financially afford it. Then they have to foreclose the place and sell it back into the market. That's what it is. But if they can, and they did the math and planning, can afford it, go for it. They do it. And housing market goes up. But why, as a millennial, because I'm a millennial myself, cannot afford most places? I don't have that problem, but majority, I'll say 99% of people of my era and my generation has that problem. And the reason why is because inflation. As simple as that. When events like this happen, prices go up. When prices go up, salaries don't go up. Why is that? Don't know. And I hate to break it to you. For example, back then where people were making probably around like 20 to 50,000, salaries go up like over time, but now they're kind of like stagnate. And housing market, what? You have houses before of like 100,000, 200,000. You look at Las Vegas, like 200K, and all of a sudden it goes up, 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 and up. And basically shoot a rocket straight to the moon and put Dogecoin all over it. Simple as that. It goes up. But the salary people making money basically goes up, takes a break, that break, oh man, I'm so relaxed. Let me just sit back, relax, get some drinks. And all of a sudden, go up a little bit, relax. And next thing you know, you have a really massive gap between income and prices, what they can afford. That's how it is. And looking at a few graphs like from CNBC, I really don't understand. Like some people, like a lot of people say for my millennial age, said they bought a house and they regret it. My first thought is, did you seriously not think about when you drop like $500,000 into a home? I was like, please. When you do a massive purchase like this, it's an investment, and at the same time, it's something you will stick with. You cannot mess up. Planning prevents piss poor performance, meaning you will have to plan. So if you're planning to purchase a home, because some people now really want to purchase a home because they're reaching the 30s, they might want to have children for the millennial age, then you have to plan for it. If you buy a home, can you afford the mortgage rates? Can you afford, basically, compared to renting, can you afford electrical bill, water bill, other types of fees and tax? The house is definitely going to break down eventually. So you look at roof and shingles, you're looking at 15, 25 years. You got water lines. Water lines, if they're not working well, they burst, break, or maybe, for example, an older home, they use iron pipe instead of copper pipe, or now they use PEX, and now, maybe the lines back then are just corroding out, breaks, water heater, HVAC, and the list goes on. You have to make those repairs, or you might have termite damage, which is another really pain in the butt when it comes to owning a home. You gotta deal with that stuff. So you gotta keep those in mind. Maybe it's around a few $100s and repair it. You can hire someone to repair it, or you can go on YouTube and repair it yourself for basically 1/10 of the cost, because you just couldn't spend 30 minutes looking up a YouTube video, and another hour or two doing it yourself can save you hundreds of dollars. And the hundreds of dollars, you think about it, you basically made that $100. If you can do that, then you save all that extra money. You look at buying a home, and why you should not buy it now is because a lot of people are not prepared for it. You're getting outbid in the market. That's how it is. And are housing prices gonna be like this forever? No, it will not. This is ridiculous. This is because it's artificially inflated. And because it's thanks to the government dropping the interest rate so low, you have people coming in, locking in a deal. And how long will it stay for? Only time will tell in the future. But for my personal opinion, you're looking at least 3 to 4 years. So now it's 2021, so around 2020. Probably looking around 2024 to 2025. Because right now, the economy now started to come back up. People are still pretty scared thanks to the pandemic. And supplies now, the lumber and supplies are still shooting sky up in the roof. It's still gonna go up again because there's still a lot of people building new places and moving. Because a lot of corporations, want to move the heck out of places like California. So we'll drive up the prices in other places because more people are moving in. And how can you not be in the situation which majority of people are in? As I mentioned before, people still don't listen. Is smashing a like button down below and a subscribe button and opening a new business. As simple as that. Whatever you do, you cannot have an income cap. If you are an employee, you will have an income cap, no matter what. Inflation will happen. It's always going to be like that. Basically, houses, other materials, building supplies, necessities you want, they'll go down in price if there's enough competition, but at the same time like this, they'll go up in price. Look at toilet paper. Man, people are just fighting over toilet paper. We actually had plenty in supply, and people just panicked and bought the whole thing out. Next thing you know, all those companies are like, oh, I can make some money off of this. Instead of charging the whatever, like what, $7, $10 for a whole stack of 24, double the price. Still not enough. A lot of people buy out, triple the price, and people will still buy it. That is the problem. Great old capitalism. There's always positives and downsides. That's one of its downsides. So basically, fear mongering. That's what it is. But if you want to basically capitalize the situation and don't want to have to go do this crap again when the next event happens, because I guarantee you, about a decade, give or so take, about another decade, something like this will happen again. Probably will not be like, a disease. It could be something else. Who knows? The list goes on. When that happens and you guys watch this video and smash the like button down below and take advantage of it and don't have an income cap anymore and basically understand what situation you're in, you can actually become a millionaire. Because before the pandemic happened, a lot of people made studies, a lot of universities made studies and seen what is the time where the most millionaires were generated. And it's every time when the economy takes a hit. And this is a perfect example. Again, so if you're a millennial born in 1990 going up, right now is a perfect example of the most millionaires being generated. And right now, it's because thanks to the housing market and all inflated prices, it gives people an opportunity to become super wealthy. So if you're watching this video, next time when some event happens like this again, maybe something different, capitalize on it. And that's all I have to say for this video. I'll see you guys next time on my channel. Peace.